Sup? It's the Creator HD. Um, and we are here with my new show, Creator Watches Toons. Yeah, animes. So this show is like literally like animes, cartoons, you name it. Alright, so today we're gonna talk about something good. We're gonna talk about my favorite anime of all time. Give me a second. So, my favorite anime of all time. And if you don't know what these figurines are, then either you've been living under a rock or you just don't watch anime. But I'm just going to leave one of them there, and I'm going to be holding this one. What show I'm talking about? What anime I'm talking about? Full Metal Alchemist. I love Full Metal Alchemist. Alright. I mean, it's just so, like, it's a good show. I mean, I haven't seen it in a while, so my memory's not so vague. I'm planning to see it again. But it is a great, great show. I've read the manga, a little bit of the manga, not the whole thing. But I'm talking about the show here. Okay, the show just has so much story, so much, like, backstory, so much good story. Like, it tells you everything about the show. And, like, it tells you everything in a precise way. Edward's hand fell off. Well, this story has to tell, obviously, with two kids named motherfucker named Edward, and Al, and they're brothers. Well, to explain, Al is in the suit because of alchemy gone wrong. Well, in the show, they tried to bring back their mother from the dead. She died of, like, a disease or something. That's the only part I don't like. They don't really explain how she died. The reason they explain is kind of bullshit. She died because her husband wasn't there, which that's not a real reason to die, unless you were so depressed you kill yourself. But she literally died of, like, illness or some shit. And so she died of that illness that she had or something. It's not really explained again. I'm not being stupid or anything. And these two boys tried to bring their mother back, and you can't see his other arm, but it's made of aluminum or metal, one of the two, if I remember correctly. It's like made out of like a light metal. And his body used to be real, but it got, like, destroyed in the process of them using black alchemy, trying to bring back their mother, which is very forbidden in the alchemy world in the show. And what happens is, after they try to bring their mother back, it is a failed experiment. It becomes an ugly, like, creature-like form, and it's very disgusting. And the two boys, but with Edward, enough power he has, he sacrifices his arm to bring back his brother, which that just like boom, just throws you into the story like, jeez, you're like tense already. You gotta get your popcorn and flying about. It's all over the place. And after that, he brings him back, and the story starts from there. He brings him to, not essentially his grandma, but really close friend. She's an old lady, and she has a granddaughter. And her backstory is that her parents were not state alchemists, but they worked for the state, which is like the army, and they died in war, and she had a very tragic story. Well, that didn't happen yet. It happens later. Actually, that did happen because, give me a second, I fucked up. what happened was she was crying about that, and then the boys went to see their mother, but their mother had passed. Sorry about that. Okay, now back to that. Okay, so they bring the Al, the robot, brings the half no arm Ed and no leg, I think, Edward back to the shop because she knows how to make metal for humans to have metal like different arms, legs, different body parts. And so she fixes them right up. And after that, a state alchemist by, oh, my favorite of the whole show, named Colonel Mustang. And Mustang is badass. I'm not even going to lie. He has the power. He has gloves of alchemy that let him shoot fire with a with a snap of a finger. Boom! Just like fire. It's badass. I'm not even going to lie. And from there, they meet him. And Edward, as stubborn as he always is, as stubborn as hell, my second favorite character, was like, I want to be a state alchemist and no one's going to stop me because that's my goal, so that he can get a stone. Ooh, and let me figure out the name of the stone for a second. Oh shit. I'm a big fan of the show and I don't remember the name of the stone. Well, okay, let me just tell you the stone's property. You guys in the comment section can tell me what the stone is called. I'm so sorry that I don't remember this. It's my favorite show. I'm a dumbass. But you guys could call me that too in the comment section if you want. Okay, the red stone, it's like red, usually. It's the stone that can buy any, because alchemy has a law. First, let me tell you the law. The law of alchemy is equivalent exchange. You have to give something to get something. So let's say I want to get something in the law of alchemy. I would have to give something that is equal value of the same thing. So equivalent exchange, the equal value of the other object. But now with the stone, there is no alchemy law. It is so powerful that you don't need to do any of that. So what Ed and Al are trying to do is bring back Ed's arm and leg and Al's body back with that stone. Which, let me tell you folks, they have a difficult time doing. And so to do that, they need to become state alchemists, because state alchemists have more things into the library and so forth. And this is probably going to be a really long review. Let me check the time on this one, folks, for a second. Holy shit. This might be a part 1, part 2 kind of review. And so, yeah, let me tell you a little bit more. Let me skip. Okay, so let's start with episode 1. Okay, episode 1. They are going to meet a sun god. We're only going to talk about 3 or 4 episodes that are my favorite in the series. But okay, it's a phony sun god. Alright, so they get up into this desert and they get lost kind of. And they find this little town, and there's supposed to be a guy that talks to the sun god. I don't remember his name. Sorry, folks. I have not watched this series in a year. I'm lucky that I can even remember this. And he's and Edward, he doesn't like gods. So he's trying to tell people, not really tell people, but he's saying that it's all phony, crappy, not true, that there's no such thing as gods, miracles, or lies. But, again, that's what he opinionizes, and I'm not going to get into that. And so